in Chinese medicine and in natural medicine, we talk about various factors that are important for the body to work right, right? So we're going to draw 4 circles up here. 1, 2, those are kind of ugly circles, but yours are more beautiful. So the first one, we're going to write the word chi, C-H-I, and that stands for energy and oxygen.
Okay.
So how would you say that in Arabic?
الأكسجين والطاقة. Write it in Arabic?
You could, yeah, that'd be great. Make sure you get that close up. Excellent. So, do you think we need oxygen for our body to work?
Of course.
Of course. So, the oxygen, we're going to draw a little line here, and then we're going to write the word blood in here. So, what is blood in Arabic?
Dem?
Dem. Okay. And so, what is dem? How would you describe what blood is?
So, blood when...
It's like a liquid, right?
Yeah, right.
That flows throughout the body.
Throughout all the body, yeah.
Right. And it also carries oxygen.
Of course, right.
But it also carries the nutrients that all the cells need,
Mm-hmm.
right? So there's protein and fats and carbohydrates, things like that. But there's also hormones in there, right? So how can you explain that a little bit?
In Arabic too?
In Arabic, of course.
الدم بيكون حامل البروتين والأكسجين يعني بيكون متحمل من رأس الجسم لأخمص القدم كامل الجسم.
Very good. And then we have organs in the body, right? So organs, there's a variety of organs that we have, and we have to have the organs working properly as well, right? So organs are like the lungs, and the heart, the stomach. So go ahead and explain that.
So organs are like المواد الأعضاء. الأجهزة.
So some examples are like the heart.
The heart, yeah. The heart is القلب.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
And then the lungs are.
الأجهزة. So to specify lungs.
Yeah.
الرئة. Heart. القلب.
Excellent. Okay. And so the blood flows to the organs. And the organs also produce things like hormones.
Mm-hmm. What is
Hormone?
Hormone. الهرمونات.
Yeah.
We call that in Arabic
hormonat.
هرمونات.
Okay. And so would you say that the hormones are important for proper functioning in the body?
Right, of course.
Yes, okay. And so we also then have the CNS, which stands for Central Nervous System.
Central.
So that's the brain and the spinal cord.
Yeah.
So how do we say that in Arabic?
النظام المركزي للأعصاب.
Great. I've got a lot of learning to do. Okay, so this is my attempt to draw a picture of the brain and the spinal cord. Okay, so that is the central nervous system because it's in the center of the body.
Right.
Then we have nerves coming out
to all of
exactly
the body.
to the
Other
organs and the hands and the feet, etc. So how do you describe the central nerve? How would you say central nervous? You wrote that there?
Yes.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. النظام المركزي للأعصاب اللي هو there is also the spinal cord النخاع الشوكي اللي بيربط كل الجسم ببعضه من خلال الأعصاب the nerves and what is it الفقرات.
All right. And surrounding the brain and the spinal cord is these membranes called the meninges. We talked about that before.
Right.
And so that is the meninges control all of the flow of blood into the brain and out of and the spinal cord.
The meninges?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. In Arabic.
Yeah. It's most people don't even understand what it is in English.
Oh.
It's sort of like 3 layers of very tight clothing around the nervous system. And between 2 layers, all the blood flows. And between another 2 layers, there is a fluid that flows just in the brain and the spinal cord.
Yeah, it's called al-sahaya.
Right. So when we have enough oxygen and we have good quality blood flowing through the organs and to the central nervous system. Then,
have a good body.
so we're going to draw a little, we're going to do this body here. Nice. So when we have enough oxygen flowing to the body and we have good quality blood,
And we have good lungs and heart.
mhm, with all the hormones, and then the nervous system sends the messages to the body. You want to explain all that?
لما بيكون عن الجسم السليم بيكون فيه كمية أكسجين منيحة مع كمية من الدم، وبتكون الرئتين والقلب وأعضاء الجسم والأجهزة الثانية منيحة، فبالتالي بيكون عنا نظام مركزي للأعصاب بحالة جيدة.
So when that's all working as it should, we have 100% function.
لما بيكون عنا كل هدول شغالين منيح فبيكون عنا نسبة 100% function. وظيفة للجسم، تكون وظيفة الجسم 100% شغالة أو فعالة.
So, and when we have 100% function, then our body has ease. So, for example, it is easy to get good sleep, but not too much.
سهل. فلما بيكون وظيفة الجسم 100% سليمة بيكون عنده سهولة بالنوم، like sleeping, easy to sleep.
Easy to sleep, easy to wake up in the morning with energy.
في سهولة بالاستيقاظ الصبح مع طاقة الجسم.
It's easy to move around without restrictions.
سهولة بإنه الواحد يتحرك بدون قيود.
So that's ease.
هذا المعنى لكل.
If we're at 100% function, we have ease in all the functioning of our body.
وبتكون كاملة للجسم، مو بمنطقة معينة، بتكون سهولة للجسم كامل بإنه يتحكم بوظائفه.
And so 100% functioning is how we define health in this clinic.
منعرف 100% وظيفة الجسم منعرفها بصحة الجسم.
Great, thank you. So there are things though that decrease functioning. So for example, if someone's in a car accident that's kind of bad, maybe they're all banged up, maybe they break bones, maybe they're in a coma.
مثلا إذا شخص صار معه حادث سيارة احتمال إنه تكسر عظامه، احتمال إنه يصير معه ارتجاج بالدماغ، احتمال يعني احتمال إنه يتعرض لغيبوبة مثلا، صح؟
And so that's an example of something that interferes with this oxygen and blood flow, etc.
هذا مثال لسبب إنه يتأذى أي وحدة من هدول الأربعة.
And so the function decreases.
وظيفة الجسم بالتالي بتقل.
So that is a trauma. Trauma can decrease and block this
نفس
function.
الشيء بالنسبة للتراما، التراما اللي هي صدمة. فالصدمة ممكن إنها تأثر على هدول الأجزاء الأربعة.
So that is one of the causes of what we call stagnation. Stagnation causes a decrease in flow of blood and oxygen.
What is stagnation?
Stagnation. So stagnation is stagnation. It's like a decrease in a flow. It's like if you have a river and all of a sudden a lot of stuff falls in the river and that slows down the movement.
Right. So trauma causes
Stagnation.
and through the body.
Yeah. So like you could have you could have
right.
like something hit your hand and then you have a bruise and it turns purple. That's blood that's not moving.
Moving, right.
Right? It's just stagnant. It's just sitting there.
Right. Explain. في الصدمة أحيانا بتسبب للجسم من خلال هدول الأربعة، الأكسجين والدم والأجهزة اللي بالجسم بتوقف عملهم، بالتالي مثل كأنه جبنا شيء حطيناه بالمنتصف، فهو منع انه الاجهزة العصبية او الاشياء اللي حكينا عنها انها تنزل للجسم، فبالتالي بتعيق حركته وبتعيق النظام والوظيفة اللي كان ماشي عليها الجسم.
And so trauma is one reason why there's stagnation. With stagnation, the oxygen doesn't get to the body right, and the blood doesn't get to the body properly. And the organs don't work properly, and the hormones are disrupted.
Right.
And the
فلما
messages
بيكون عنا
are
stagnation،
disrupted.
لما بيكون عنا جمود بهي المنطقة، بيصعب وصول الأكسجين للجسم، بيصعب وصول الدم للجسم، الهرمونات بتتغير، والنظام المركزي للأعصاب بصير عنده حالة تغير من التراما، من الستاغنيشن اللي صار.
And the messages also from the brain to the body are disrupted, so things
حتى
aren't working
الرسالة اللي
properly.
بتجي من الدماغ للجسم بصير فيها خلل.
So an example of this is also like stroke or any other kind of neurological problem.
ومثال على النظام المركزي للأعصاب إنه احتمال يسبب الصدمة، احتمال تسبب لجسم الإنسان جلطة، احتمال تسبب ضعف، احتمال يعني أكثر من شغلة.
There's also chemical toxicity. So that's toxicity is another reason why stagnation occurs. Toxicity, so it could be chemicals or it could be things like mercury in the fillings of the teeth,
right.
or from industrial pollution.
في سموم كيميائية ممكن كمان تحدث هاي الشغلة بجسم الإنسان، وهاي السموم الكيميائية مثل الزئبق، مثل المنغنيز، مثل حشوات اللي بتكون موجودة بحشوات الأسنان.
So again, that causes a decrease in functioning.
كمان هذا بسبب بقلة وظيفة الجسم.
So if we have the stagnation and we have a decrease in function, let's say we've lost 20% functioning of the body.
يعني إذا صار عنا جمود بالجسم أو إنه قلة الحركة وقلت وظيفة الجسم، رح نحكي عن نسبة 20%.
Then we will only have 80% functioning, not
رح نكون
100%.
خسرنا 20% وصفى عنا 80% من وظيفة الجسم.
So at 80% of our function, we start to have malfunction, which is bad functioning.
يعني بصير عنا يعني وظيفة سيئة.
Then if we do not remove the stagnation, the body continues to decrease and degenerate in function.
وإذا ما حاولنا نعالج الجمود اللي صار بهاي المنطقة، رح يصير معنا رح تقل النسبة من 80 أكثر من 80، حتصير عنا نسبة ضعيفة أكثر لوظيفة الجسم.
So it goes down, let's say it goes another 20%.
واحتمال تنزل مثلا
So what are we
20
at?
نسبة مرة تانية، حيصير عنا
60%. Okay? At 60%, we start to develop disease or dis-ease.
لما بنوصل لمرحلة 60% فبيصير عنا يعني مثل صارت كلمة واحدة disease اللي هي صار في مرض بالموضوع.
And if we don't remove the stagnation, the body continues to get worse and worse. Can you repeat that?
وإذا ما شلنا هاي الحالة الجمود والركود اللي صارت بالجسم بنسبة 60%، فبالتالي رح تقل وتقل أكتر.
So as the body continues to degenerate, we go down, if we lose another 20%, that would be 40%. And at 40%, that is when we have symptoms.
Symptoms, أعراض.
So symptoms, many people think that symptoms occur sooner.
في كتير من الناس بتفكر إنه الأعراض بتبلش بالبداية.
But actually it takes a lot of decrease of function before we see symptoms.
بس هي بالحقيقة بتاخد وقت أكتر لحتى توصل للجسم. يعني بالبداية بيكون في يعني قبل الأعراض بيكون في خطر ماشي بالجسم، بعدين بتظهر الأعراض.
So symptoms include things like weakness of muscles.
Say it again.
Weakness, muscle weakness.
من هاي الأعراض بيكون في عنا weakness بالجسم اللي هو ضعف.
That's an example of a symptom. Or difficulty speaking.
صعوبة بالكلام.
Difficulty swallowing.
صعوبة بالكلام، صعوبة بالبلع.
Pain is an example of a symptom.
ألم.
So you can see that it takes a while for this to occur, but sometimes this happens very quickly.
بتاخد وقت لحتى نوصل لهاي الأعراض، بس أحيانا بتكون كتير سريعة.
For example, if someone has diabetes, you know diabetes?
Yeah, the
Blood sugar.
Yeah, the sugar. in
So
the blood.
sometimes someone will have diabetes, that is a disease,
في ناس بيكون عندها مرض السكر
but they don't have symptoms
بس ما
until
بيكون
it has
عندهم
gone on
أعراض.
quite a while.
بس ما بيكون عندهم أعراض إلا لحتى ما يكون صار عندهم المرض وخلص.
So symptoms might be thirst, a lot of thirst.
من هاي الأعراض ممكن يكون عطش شديد.
At later stages of diabetes, the eyesight gets bad.
مراحل متأخرة من مرض السكر ممكن يكون ضعف النظر بيصير بيقل.
They start feeling numbness and tingling in the feet.
شعور بالتنميل والرعشة بالأصابع الإجرين.
So that's an example of a disease like diabetes that takes a
هاي
while.
مثال عن مرض disease بياخد فترة ليوصل للsymptoms اللي هي الأعراض.
So it takes a while for symptoms to occur. So this process, so if somebody is only treating symptoms, just getting rid of symptoms,
إذا حدا بس عم بيعالج الأعراض
then does that get rid of the disease or malfunction?
فنحن رح نبعد المرض أو نبعد وظيفة الجسم أو نعالج المشكلة الأساسية؟ لا. No.
So our approach is there is symptomatic treatment, which is relief care. Relief.
في عنا علاج للأعراض اللي اسمه relief.
Relief care is just addressing symptoms.
relief care اللي هو بس بيحدد الأعراض، بيحدد مشكلة الأعراض.
Then,
علاج الأعراض.
then there is also dealing with the cause, the underlying cause.
المسبب.
And that's dealing with the stagnation and the causes, the trauma, the chemical toxicity,
فهم
heavy
بيكون علاج
metals.
المسبب.
So, as far as your aunt's situation, which do you think she's most interested in? I mean, obviously people want relief care. Do you think that she's interested in relief care only, or both corrective care? That's to correct the underlying cause and the underlying dysfunction.
Of course, like starting from the beginning to like feel better, because if she like relief care only and still having these same things, it will come back later.
That's exactly right.
So we don't want it to come back, so we have to start from the beginning to get rid out of the stagnation and like get the function works 100%. Then she will feel like ease to do whatever she want. Then she will have no symptoms.
Very good. Can you explain that in Arabic?
يعني نحن ما بدنا يكون علاج الأعراض فقط، لأنه هو هذا رح يرجع بعدين إذا نحن بس عالجنا الأعراض وخلينا البداية وظيفة، يعني الأساس الجسم كان مو سليم، فبالتالي الأعراض رح ترجع مرة تانية معها. فنحن بدنا نعالج المسبب، السبب اللي كان بالحالة والوضع الصحي. نبلش من البداية، نتخلص من الجمود اللي صار بهاي المنطقة، نتخلص من السموم الكيميائية، ونحاول نخلي الوضع الصحي والذهني والعقلي أحسن. بعدين بتصير وظيفة الجسم سهلة، أو لنقول إنه بترجع وظيفة الجسم 100%، فبالتالي حيكون عندها سهولة بالكلام، سهولة بالحكي، سهولة بالمشي، سهولة بالأكل وبالنوم وبالفئة.
All right. I appreciate your help very much on this,